Welcome. Today we're going to be looking at sales tax, commission, and discount in section 6.6. There are actually 3 objectives in this section that we're going to look at, and we've got some sample problems from each section. Please remember that when you're talking about percent, there's a little equation. The amount equals the percent times the base. It's like a little formula. We're going to be using it over and over. The answer is the percent times the base. In this section, our percent will be as a decimal when we're calculating. Okay, so there on page 381, they give you a little formula. And it says the sales tax equals the sales tax rate plus the purchase price. And then, of course, the total price, you add that sales tax on to the purchase price. So here's our first problem. The sales tax rate in Arizona is 5.6%. How much sales tax would be charged on a lawnmower that costs $279? So we use our basic formula, the sales tax equals the rate. In this section, they'll use rate instead of percent multiplied by the purchase price. So that's what we're trying to find, right? We're trying to find how much the sales tax would be, and our rate is 5.6%. Remember that we're going to go left out of percent. We'll take our decimal point 2 spots to the left to turn from the percent to the decimal. So the tax equals my rate, 0.056, multiplied by the price, which was $279. I'm going to take my calculator out and do that, and I get 15.624. Since we're talking about money, we want to round that off to the closest cent, $15.62. So my tax is going to be, remember my dollar sign, $15.62. See how we had our amount, our tax, equal our percent times our base. The next problem says that we have the sales tax, it's $15, on the purchase of a diamond ring that sells for $500. What is the sales tax rate? So this time we're trying to find the rate. We'll use the same formula, the sales tax equals the rate times the purchase price. My sales tax is $15, so I'll put 15 in place of the sales tax. My price was $500. I want to find the rate. See, we have the 500 multiplied by the rate, so in order to solve, we'll divide both sides by 500. Please do show your work in this way, because it shows that you have an understanding of the basic equations that we're working on. That's one of the most important aspects of this class. When I divide my 500s off of the right side, I get the rate. Remember, rate is percent. 15 divided by 500 is 0.03. So now we're going to go out of the decimal into the percent, right into percent. It's a decimal right now, So we're going to take our decimal point 2 spots to the right, and we're going to have a rate of 3%. So those are two sales tax problems. Both of them are based on the formulas that they're showing us there in the textbook. The next objective is on page 383. And then we're going to use a different formula, but it's really the same thing. The commission is the amount, the commission rate is the percent, the sales is the base. So it's still amount equals percent times base. Okay, so here we've got Chuck. He earned $1,147.50, and he sold $7,650 worth of ski passes. What is the commission rate? So we're looking for our rate again, like we were in the other problem. My commission. Commission is the amount of money that you earn selling, equals the rate times the amount of sales. So he earned $1,147.50. The rate, I'll call it R, times $7,650 worth of sales. In order to find the rate, just like we did on the other problem before, we're going to divide both sides by the number that's multiplied onto it. So on the right hand side, 7650 divides off and you get rate. On the left hand side you get 0.15. And of course that 0.15 is actually 15%. We're going to go right into percent. So he had a nice healthy amount of commission there. Our next problem, we have Lucinda earns a base salary of $500 a month plus a 2% commission on sales. 1 month she sold $990 worth of encyclopedias. What were her total wages? So we want to think a little bit about this. She has a salary of $500. So we're going to take our $500 and we're going to have to add on to that the amount of commission that she got. Her commission was 2%. So our commission is the rate times the sales. So the commission is her rate, 2%, 0.02, left out of percent into decimal. Her sales were $990. So we'll take 0.02 times $990, and her commission was $19.80. But that wasn't the question, was it though? The question was, what were her total wages? So we'll have to take the $500, that was her total, and we'll add on the $19.80 for the total of $519.80. That was the total. So sometimes you have to read the problem and do more than just calculate a percent. So you make sure that you're answering the question that's being asked. And it's good to show that we're adding that $500 on. Even I know you can do that in your head. Our next objective, there on page 384, is to apply problems with discount. Okay, and same old thing, the discount, it's how much money you get off, equals the rate of discount times the original. So amount equals the percent, the rate, times the original. And notice it's always the original price. So let's take a look at this next problem. Find the discount and rate of discount for the wicker chair in this ad. Best price of the season. So we had a $125 price and now it's only $90. So to find the discount, which was the amount off, you'd subtract, wouldn't you? You'd take the $125 and subtract the $90. and you're going to get 35. That's the amount of discount. I usually write amount because when it just says discount, sometimes people might think that that's the percent, but it's not. It's the amount of money that was off. So my $35, that's the discount, equals the rate, so that's what we're going to find, multiplied by the original price. Now we had two numbers here, $90 and $125. It's not the 90, it's the original. It's the $125 that we use in our equation here. Amount equals the percent times the base. It's the same kind of thing. I want to find the rate, so this 125 has to get divided off of the right side of my little equation. It has to get divided off of the left side also. So dividing off of the right, we just get the rate. And we take our calculator, 35 divided by 125. You should get 0.28. Right into percent is 28%. And that's the rate that she had of discount. Last problem here. We want to find the discount and sale price for a chair. Great deal, one day only. Marked price is the same as the original price, and it's 10% off. So I'm going to find my discount. It equals the rate multiplied by the original price. It's 10% off. 10% equals 0.10. If I take my decimal 2 spots to the left out of percent, I can write 0.10 or just 0.1. Either one of those is okay. So that's my rate, and my original price was $300. So the amount of discount is going to equal the 0.10 multiplied by my $300. We're multiplying by my decimal. It's going to take it 1 to the left, or you can take your calculator. 0.1 or 0.10 times 300, you're going to get 30. The discount is $30. So the sale price then is going to be the 300 minus 30. That's going to be $270. That's going to be the sale price. So these are a few examples of how the formulas for sales tax, commission, and discount work there in section 6.6. I hope that that's been helpful for you as you're working on the sample problems.